Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be test driving the GAC Aion Y. This car has been absolutely dominating sales in China for battery electric vehicles or EVs. Since probably the last year, it's gone from basically nothing to completely being overwhelming the car I see most on the road here in Shenzhen. So I'm going to finally go see what it's all about. I think mostly it's the price, but we're going to see what else it has for us. So let's go. So I've just been sitting here in the Aion Y and I'm pretty impressed, to be honest, especially with the snappiness of this center operating system, the infotainment. So for a car that's only 120, 130,000 RMB, like 15, 16, 17,000 US dollars, this car, I mean, I haven't driven it yet, but like look how everything moves. It's quick. I don't want to do that. It's quick, it's fast. You have lots of different apps that you can download. Here's a store here. So you can download all these different apps. You got games, you got different music players. Of course, you don't have like Apple Music or Spotify because this is China, but you do have a lot of different things. You got KTV, you got iQIYI, you got, I forget what that one is. It's TV, another TV channel. But you have Fruit Ninja, all kinds of stuff. What else we got here? We have Baidu D2, Baidu Maps. We also have, let me see if I can find it. The 3D camera right there. For again a car this cheap, you have a 3D camera, full 360 view, and really fast. Like I said, really fast. Look at that, no lag at all. That's fantastic. So already you can see why this car is such a great seller. You know, for such an affordable car, dare I say cheap car, you have a dash cluster here, digital dash display. You have a really nice size screen here, responsive screen, responsive operating system. You know, the car is pretty simple. If you look around, you can see it's pretty simple, but it's all fine for the price. Especially, everything feels good. It's not high quality material. Like, this reminds me, I said a while back that a lot of the Xpeng interior, a lot of the things, they felt like my old Honda Civic. Again, this feels kind of like the same type of stuff. But for a car that's this price, I don't mind it at all. And it's big, and you got a nice glass roof here. I mean, it's not a big car, but it feels big. It's about the size of an ID4. It's pretty high off the ground. Plenty of space here in the driver's seat. Even the material here feels pretty good. I just drove the Hi-Fi Z the other day. I don't know if you guys seen that video, but that steering wheel is like hard plastic. This is, you know, soft, rubbery material. I could definitely see myself holding it and being comfortable, and I mean, it's kind of shaky a little bit right now, but hey, you know, it's not so bad. You got decent size opening. I don't see any USB-C or anything. So here we have USB 2.0. There's also a USB in the back. There's no USB-C, but that's okay. Traditional door handle, nice to see. Actual buttons, nice to see. So again, another USB down here. Air conditioning vent. Once again, tons of leg room, wow. Tons of leg room. And this right here just goes on to show you exactly why this car is so popular amongst like DD drivers, Uber drivers, rideshare taxis. This car, I think most of the sales are for that explicit purpose. Tons of space, trunk, plenty of space for a suitcase or two. I'm sitting up normally as I would. I got a headrest here, you can see, nice headrest. And look at how much space is above my head. A full, almost extended hand's worth above my head. Probably 6-7 inches. So this car is definitely a winner. I can see exactly why GAC has a hit on their hands with this car here in China. people, you know, Elon Musk, whoever, talking about $25,000 electric car, $25,000 Tesla, this is exactly what they need to be doing. This is, you know, what is there to complain about? I'm gonna drive it here in a minute. They should have a test drive car available, because that's why I came down here. They told me I could test drive it. But yeah, why not? This car is great. If this car was in America, I would totally buy it. You know, small electric car, goes 500 kilometers. So real world, probably 375, 350. You know, 250 miles, I guess. No, 200 miles, whatever. It's enough. It's more than enough. So this is one of the few sales centers and delivery centers here for GAC Aion cars in Shenzhen. And they said in Shenzhen, they deliver about 5,000 cars alone in Shenzhen city. And they said even more in Guangzhou. Of course, GAC is Guangzhou company. The factory, I believe, is somewhere down here in Guangzhou or Guangdong Province. So if they do 5,000 here in Shenzhen every month, and they do more in Guangzhou, that's already 10,000. They said last month countrywide they sold or delivered 30,000 GAC Aions is what they told me. So obviously the vast majority of them are down here in Guangdong Province, and you can see it on the street. They're absolutely everywhere. It's crazy. All right, so we're about to set off in the Aion S Plus. Don't get to drive the Y because they don't have the test drive car for the Y, but that's okay. This car is very similar. Am I going here or here? 这里吗?
Yes.
Straight or straight?
知道，这里知道。哇，Aion的这里。
So I'm in sport mode right now, and it's pretty dang quick. It's good enough, I think, especially at the price. This car starts at 179,000 RMB. 17万9. So 179,000 RMB is what, $25,000? I think it's around 25,000 US dollars for this car, which is, I would say, very impressive considering what you get in this package. You get range that's like 500 kilometers or 300 miles-ish. You get instrument cluster up front, you get different modes, you get everything you need, and you have a very snappy, very quick, intuitive operating system here, which is great. Even when you put on the blinker and you're going slow, the 360 camera automatically pops up. It's a very impressive package right here. And 这个车也是很多人用，滴滴 Uber 是还是家里用？
家里用这个比较多。
Another good thing is you have voice control in this car, which works very, very well. It's very responsive. So if I say, 你好 baby,
什么事？
打开窗口。
好嘞，这就
Perfect.
可以在这里换。
Oh, okay.
这里你看。
250。
Oh, okay, you have a button right here? Ah. So there's also a button down here in the center console area for changing the drive mode. So I can right now I put into normal, and now I'm putting into sport. So very, very simple. Have a dedicated button just for that. 这里吗? No, 前面. So we're gonna floor it real quick, see how it feels. You felt a little bit of the tire spin on that one. It's like the traction might not totally be there. I felt a little tire spin when I floored it. Oh, you can hear it squeak a little bit too. So I mean, this car, it definitely isn't perfect, but again, for the price, I would definitely consider buying it if it was in the States and I was only in the States for a few months out of the year, just so I'd have my own personal car. I think that's a perfect use case for me personally. You probably won't pick it up so much in filming here, but it is a little bit shaky, a little bit bumpy. You get a little rattles here and there. I don't know how this car would last the test of time, maybe 10, 20 years down the road. But who knows? We'll see it when we get there. So of course you don't have one pedal driving like in Tesla, but a little bit disappointed. I didn't get to try the Aion Y.
外扩的，你看，从这里进去，这里。
So this is the Aion LX, which is their most expensive car, and this car costs over 400,000
这个
RMB.
用的是纳瓦的真皮，
真皮.
对，真皮，这是真皮，
Got real leather, real nice little buttons here.
纳帕真皮，
And 这个呢?
这个
It's
是三
suede.
毛皮，
It's like suede.
可以进去坐一下。
Huh? So this car costs 400,000 RMB, starting around that amount. And I've never seen one on the street before, as far as I know. And he said they only sell about one every month here in Shenzhen. So this has autopilot, auto parking, has the lights here, Finway Dong.
你好 ，baby。
Steering wheel feels really, really solid. So everything's kind of almost the same as the last car we drove. 这个是
换挡的，它会升起来的。
So this will pop up when you want to drive. We have a lot more driving modes here. iPedal, is that one pedal driving? 这个是跟 Tesla 一样吗？
对。
Okay, oops. Go back.
还有这个运动
Eco
加
Plus, Sport Plus. 那这个是多快？
这个就是3.9秒。
3.9. Okay. So 3.9 seconds 0 to 100. So similar to most other
这个也是有
luxury
自
cars.
动泊车的，泊车、倒车、监测这些都是有的，还有变道，这个功能就比较多。它监测到你在抽烟，它会自动打开窗户，自动打开窗户，
Okay.
让你抽。然后呢
So this car it doesn't have seat massage, but it has seat heating, and it has cooling ventilation, so that's good. But no massage. And in Finway Dong, 我们可以
后灯在这里，可以调颜色的。
后面也有吗？没有。
后面的话是没有。它是
So for the ambient lighting, it's only here up front. You don't have any lighting in the back.
然后你看抖音，
Oh, nice.
西瓜视频，
Yeah.
可以点开看的，
So if you want to watch TikTok while you drive.
可以看抖音。
Okay.
年可口可乐推出这款曼妙身材的玻璃瓶杯子，那是一个凤。
Wow.
老奶奶杯。
So here in the Aion LX, I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice car, but there's no way in heck that Aion can compete with like Neo or Lixiang or Xpeng G9 or Tesla or really anything on this level if their car is gonna be like this, because it doesn't have massage seating, doesn't have ambient lighting in the back, it still has some of this kind of rubbery, not that great material. A lot of it feels nice, don't get me wrong, lots of leather. The cockpit is good, the screen right here is massive, the instrument cluster. Again, the operating system's quick. There's a lot of things to like about this car. But at the price point they're trying to get with this car, there's much better options. I mean, maybe if you're like an Aion fan, if you're one of those people that stays loyal to a car brand and you start to make more money, you want to still, you know, buy an Aion because it's your favorite, then okay. But he said for this model of car, they maybe sell one per month here in this store in Shenzhen, which compared to, you know, Aion Y and Aion S, which are doing a few thousand a month here in Shenzhen, you know, obviously there's a reason why. And people with this kind of money, they don't buy a GAC Aion, they don't buy a Trump Chi. But maybe if they could get it down to like 300,000 instead of 400,000, it might be a little better. Let's take a look at the back seat. Even that door handle feels kind of cheap. A bit plasticky, not so solid. So certainly the one thing about the Aion Y, the Aion LX here, and even the Aion S, the sedan that we drove, is there's tons of space. These cars all have more than ample space. I'm not just talking about leg space, I'm talking about headroom. Again, I have tons of room back here. It's comfortable. The legs are comfortable. They're not too high like they were in the Hi-Fi Z. Seat is very comfortable. You have leg rest, which I guess there's probably not that much room for you to really use it. Maybe if you put that seat all the way forward up there, it might be better just for resting, I suppose.
不可以停。
Okay. And the two seats full flat? 他们可以放平吗？
可以我帮你放平看一下。
Okay, okay. So he said the seats fold down. Oh, comes with a spare tire. Most cars don't come with a spare tire these days. So not completely flat. So probably about a 45-degree angle over there. But a lot of space. I could definitely sleep back here. And then of course you can pull this off, get rid of that. So. So leaving the GAC Aion store, very impressed, very, very impressed. And I don't see any reason why America cannot build a $25,000 electric vehicle, considering China is building $17,000 electric vehicles and $10,000 electric vehicles and $8,000 electric vehicles. Yes, it's a little bit different in America, I know. But come on, Elon, America, we can do it. Yes, we can. Rosie the Riveter, let's get going. Because we're gonna get decimated by Chinese cars if they ever come to America. And they're that quality and they're that price. So good luck to us. Bye-bye. What do you guys think about the GAC Aion Trump Chi?